Welcome back to Everlasting Summer. Last time we finished the bad ending for Sylvia. This time, hopefully, we will do it day 6. I think day 6. Yeah. And go to your place. And we're moving on. Yeah, we're running away, do all this again, and now... So I want to get something to Sylvia. Oh. Oh, the same thing. Okay. This was easy, and I have got nothing to justify myself. So, what do we get? I myself... I repeat calmly. Oh, really? Oh. Didn't change the same. Is this setting right? Only skip scene, okay. Thank God. But nothing will change, right? The same thing. Is it the same thing? Oh my gosh, it's the same thing. That was the good ending! Was it the good ending? You think it's only complicated for you? It seemed to me that it's hard for you too, but for some reason you don't think so. And what if I told you that I don't have a place to go back to? And what if I told you I don't have a place to go back to? That since the last Monday there are no more life for me and I have to start from scratch. Oh! Now we get to tell her the truth. I don't know. That doesn't sound very reasonable. Yeah, so here we will talk about it. And it's short but it's true. And then what? Please explain. I came to this camp by accident. I actually from another time, perhaps from another world. From the beginning of the 21st century. And I am older than I seem. I sleep with the old man? I don't really know how to get here. Sylvia stood me but said nothing. Oh my gosh, I slept with a crazy person. That moment dragged on endlessly. I waited for her to laugh at me, to call me sick, or something even worse. And why are you telling me all this? She finally asked it quietly. I want you to understand my situation. But it just sounds stupid. Of course, if I were you, I would react the same way. And what do you expect from me? And what do you expect from me? I don't know. I just felt that I needed to confess. I'm not saying that you are lying and I don't think you are crazy, but you have to understand, I can't just accept that. Yes, I understand. I just thought that it would help you to understand my situation and my motive for my actions. It didn't, to be honest. I sighed in the frustration. And my opinion hasn't changed. But you better be off. You need to pack your stuff and I'll be late. There. Let's talk later. Let's talk later. I was going to argue. If Sylvia hasn't changed her mind after my confession, then it's pointless to press on right now. Desperately, I shift to Olga's cabin. The camp leader stood the doorstep and looked like she was waiting for me. Why are you so gloomy? Did something happen? No, nothing. Just come back to my thing. Oh, come on. Let it out. You might feel better. Give me your feeling. Oh, Olga, you are nice from the inside. Just an idiot who doesn't know how to be a camp leader. Well, how do you think I can prove that I am telling you the truth of somebody who doesn't believe me? Are you absolutely sure that you are telling the truth? Absolutely. Then perhaps they might just need time to consider it. Expect there are no time left. Then I don't know. She shrugged her shoulder in dismay. Well, it's something at last. I tossed my winter clothes into a bag and heeled to the bus stop. If a couple of days ago I'd seen the Icarus standing at the gate of the camp and waiting for Pioneer, I would be being the happiest person in the reality. But right now I wasn't in the mood to rejoice. There was still plenty of time left until the bus depart time. I sat down on the couch and buried my head in hand. Why so sad? A familiar voice pulled me out of my thought. Just had a fight with Slavya. You could say that. And what the reason? She doesn't believe that I am alien from the future. Huh? I smiled ironically. I wouldn't believe it either. Said Lena seriously. If I wear new shoes, neither will I. It's not a big deal. You made up from a quarrel. Yeah, but there are not much time left to. Left to what? To make the right choice. There are no more choices. After a while, the whole camp assembled together to the bus stop. Oh, this is a very short episode, huh? Everyone here? You live in our camp today, and I'd like to tell you something important. I hope that you remember times. Also hope that you become at least a little better, manage to stuff. The stuff we said before a few times. So, the place, oh yeah, not likely. When the pioneers start to get at the bus, push through the crowd to Slavya. Oh, let's sit together. Okay, she said quickly. I even thought that I saw the shadow of a smile on her face. You lost your brain. The bus flew across the expansion of my new world, outside field of following forest and then calm river and highland. I felt as familiar with all this as if it was my own homeland. Anyway, the surroundings were the last of my concern now. I was trying hard to find the right word to start conversation. We'd just been sitting here probably for a couple of hours, but all attempt to strike up the conversation had ended with one-word answers. Forget about what I said before. I don't want to make an excuse or say that is not true. It's just now that the most important thing to me is you. I understand. She looked at me carefully. Even if I sometimes act the wrong way and talk nonsense. Regardless, the main thing for me now is to be with you, and it always will be. I understand that I act too recklessly and plan stupid ventures, but we can try to make everything right together, you and me. Sylvia was still gazing at me. Do you realize that it will be too difficult? That you can't just run blindly into the darkness, because then there will be so many problems that we won't be able to solve. Yes, I understand that now. But for you, I am prepared for anything. She didn't say a word, but just kissed me gently and put her head on my shoulder. It's definitely meaning yes. Oh, I didn't want to bother her anymore. Let her sleep. The point is that Sylvia finally understood what she meant to me. She realized that I'll do anything for her sake. And even if I'm overreacting or decided too early, she's ready to put me on the right path. The path that we'll walk together. Night started to come right and the bus settling down to the bus. At first I tried to fight it, but there was no use to endure than wasting my effort when the future had finally become crystal clear for me. My eyes shut just for a moment. We will wake up. Day dot dot dot. There are dreams that you won't wake up from. It's like the one floating the river toward the place beyond the horizon. Blessed watching the vain world heading behind the cloud. The path is left behind its echo, do not tear your soul. And the future is right here. You just have to reach out. It doesn't matter what is waiting you there. The very process of immersing yourself in the fairy world of Shirley is heaven is itself much more important. I always believe that the universe was once in the state and one day it will return to it again. Our life is just a blink of the eye, just a second in comparing to the universe. The birth and death of a star, minute, and this galaxy are ours. But even all of that, all put together, will not even be a day. Is this the same? Oh damn, it's the same. Oh no. Oh, that was different. I was about to leave, but suddenly someone emerged from the solid white veil and ran into the bus stop roof. Oh, Slavya! It was certainly a girl that she has long ponytail hanging out of her hair. Oh, she stood with her back to me and couldn't make out her face. Excuse me, has the last bus already left? She asked without turning to me. Where can she be heading to be late? The 410 must be the most cursed route in this city. Not only does it sometimes take people away and another reality, but it can't even arrive when you want to. There is one more bus coming just after midnight, I think. Thank you. The smile was clear of her voice. For some time I just sat silently examining the girls. Finally she spoke. Were you going to be late? It's just that interesting for her. Just having a walk, I answered thoughtfully. And you, are you here for something important? Well, not really. I'm just going home. Where do you live? I couldn't help asking. Far away, she said vigorously. And I live nearby. It's a good area. I wouldn't say that there couldn't be a wrong one. I didn't have so many options. You don't like it? Don't you know I get used to it by now? I think that people can be happy anywhere they went. Perhaps. Well, thanks for it. People live even in the North Pole, in the station I mean, and in the Sahara Desert, and in many other places. It is the people themselves that are the most important. It's difficult to disagree with you. My comment sounded so philosophical that I casually smiled. You don't sound too honest to me. Now, why would you say that, madam? She laughed quietly. I think you are a good person. Now she turned and I realized by her voice station everything else seemed familiar to me. Oh, Sylvia. Sylvia stood in front of me. For a moment I lost all ability to speak. But just for a moment. Of course it could be a girl who looked like Sylvia from my dream. Or I am extremely the strongest deja vu. The city is not a pioneer camp. I am not wearing a uniform and it's not summer now. Trying to convince myself that it is just an illusion, I decided to ask a question. Have we met before? She kindly inspected me and smiled. I don't think so, but your face seems familiar. You ever been in a pioneer camp as a kid? Of course not. She laughed. When I was born, I already been disbanded. Oh, right. Alright. I had a dream recently. She thought for a second. Me too. I mean about the pioneer camp. Maybe that's where we met. In a dream? That girl said seriously. Possibly. By the way, my name is Sylvia. Oh, actually, my full name is Sylviana, but everyone call me Sylvia. You can do that. I about to tell her that I know, but then I stop short. After all, it is that important to know why Sylvia from my dream is standing right here now in front of me is that frozen top of the charm and number 410. After all, there are dreams that you don't want to wake up from. And mine is Simeon. What a lovely name. It starts with an S too. Yeah. So you live far away, don't you? Well, not really. She named a district. I thought it will be somewhere in the south. Why? Don't know. Maybe because you look like a pioneer. Oh, you and you pioneers. Sylvia laughed. Maybe we will tell Matt if it's not for them. Why? Her explained becomes serious. Just a joke. Listen, do you agree to that word exists because we believe in it? That's like some kind of subjective idealism. Sylvia thought of it a bit. This school of philosophy become close to me recently. Well, I don't know. I am not that good with these subjects. What are your subjects? He smiled. Difficult ones. No doubt. But it's just been a few minutes since we met. But seemed like it's been much longer. For some reasons I got the same feeling. An awkward pause followed. The snowfall has erased, but there was still no bus. I looked at my watch and assumed that it won't arrive at all. Sylvia seemed to feel even colder by now as her cheek grew more red and her hands were now moving fastly trying to warm her body. Seemed like the 410 bus is done for today. I guess, she said sadly. If you want, I start after both myself together. What? You can stay at my place. But we just met. She laughed. She didn't seem frightened even a tiny bit. Yes, I understand, but it's so cold outside. Aren't you afraid? Sylvia looked at me playfully. Me? Should I be? Who knows? I just suggested I don't think anything of that sort. I started to make excuses. I understand. She laughed. If you don't mind, of course. Even though it seemed impossible, she flushed even more. Should we go? Let's wait a bit longer. Maybe it will arrive. Okay. Please, boss, don't come. So, what do you do in your spare time? Well, I work at home kinda. Just couldn't tell her that I do nothing. Sound good. Why? Don't know. You have a lot of free time. You don't have to go anywhere and so on. And you? I asked, trying to change the subject somehow. I'm studying. Getting an ethnology degree? What is that? Sylvia asked seriously. Never mind. I'll be an ecologist. Well, a career we're proud of. We chat about a random thing and the bus was still nowhere to see. Thank you, boss. Don't come, boss. It was past one already. Time passed by so fast. I guess Sylvia understand my thought. Shall we go? He smiled. I stood up and headed slowly toward my house. She carefully hid into my arm and looked into my eyes. Do you know, I'm sure that this year will be better than the previous one. Oh. Yes, comfy guy. Every story has its beginning and the end. Every story has... Yeah. This is the good ending. It's time. Ah. Next time will be Lena, but I will need time to edit all the videos. I make mistake by thinking that I will just do all Sylvia in one videos and edit them on later on. I shall do the normal thing I do. Next time I will do it with Lena this way. I'm still new at this, I'm not experienced. I will spend the rest of my day edit this video. I stopped updating on YouTube a few days ago, for a week I think, but I will back now. So, see you soon with Lena video. Goodbye.